Are we witnessing a shift in the status quo of U.S. colleges? A shift driven by the rise of pro-Palestine protests? Let's take a trip back in time to trace the origins and evolution of this phenomenon. It all began in 2023, when billionaire Leon Cooperman, a significant benefactor of Columbia University, publicly criticized students participating in pro-Palestine protests. He even threatened to withdraw his financial support unless the university changed its stance. His comments sparked a debate, challenging the notions of freedom of speech and the influence of financial donations on academic institutions. However, this was merely the tip of the iceberg. The real turning point came in April of 2024, when the Israel-Hamas conflict escalated, particularly around hostage negotiations. This was a topic discussed at length during an episode of Face the Nation. The growing crisis led to a surge in campus protests, prompting a nationwide conversation about the role of American colleges in international conflicts. This wave of protests didn't stop at advocating for Palestine. In an alarming development, anti-Israel demonstrations in the U.S. started to take on an anti-American tone. Slogans like "Death to America" began to gain traction among protesters. This evolution of the movement, particularly after a Hamas attack on Israel, raised concerns about extremist influences in the U.S. Fast forward to today, and we find U.S. colleges broker deals to halt pro-Palestine protests, opening dialogue on investments. It's a complex and challenging situation, with colleges caught between supporting freedom of speech, maintaining peace on campus, and addressing concerns about foreign investments. To summarize, the rise of pro-Palestine protests in U.S. colleges began with a single billionaire's criticism. The situation escalated with the Israel-Hamas conflict and took a concerning turn with the emergence of anti-American sentiment. Today, colleges are working to foster dialogue and find a peaceful resolution. But the question remains, is this the beginning of a new era in U.S. colleges? Only time will tell. Thank you for joining us on this journey through an evolving chapter of U.S. college history. We hope it has provoked thought and stimulated conversation. Until next time, keep asking questions and seeking answers.